I would say that it takes a village to develop a career. And from the time I was young, my family, my parents really encouraged higher education. My aunt, Dr. Nazneen Madas, who is actually an alumna of the Brown School, then the George Warren Brown School of Social Work, said, "Have you tried social work?" And I said, "Well, I'm not quite sure what social work is." And in fact, she received this award about 15 or 20 years ago. And so she was the hand that pulled me into social work, and she pretty much was my mentor, directed me to the Brown School after I got my master's in social work. I think what the Brown School gave me was the ability to do research, to learn how to gather data. It provided me the environment, the colleagues, the support, the mentorship that I really needed to do what I needed to do. It allowed an amazing work-life balance. And then, of course, my husband, Madhav, and my two sons, Zubin and Sal, made it possible for me to do the international things I wanted to do, accommodated my leaving, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure what came first, the international work or the love for international travel. Traveling internationally is one thing, it's enjoyable, but when one works with people from different countries, the experience is so much richer. You learn so much more about the culture, you learn so much more about the people. You also learn that in the final analysis, we're more similar than we're different. So I think when one bears that in mind, it's possible to go to any country and feel comfortable. I think what is the foundation of social work is really starting with where the client is, putting oneself in the other person's shoes, being open to new experiences, being not judgmental in terms of where the other person is coming from. Almost all social work is done in organizations. And if we don't understand how organizations function, we're not really able to navigate for our clients what we need to navigate. And so my advice to social workers or social work students is to always realize that the impact of macro is pretty significant on the functioning of our practice. I'm humbled by the fact that the school has seen fit to recognize my achievements. I have to say that those achievements would not have been possible if I'd not had the colleagues and the environment that I have at UMSL. But I think to be recognized by Washington University, the top school in the country, is very humbling, and I'm truly appreciative and grateful for this honor. Well, I have to say that my greatest supporter and encourager has been my husband, Madhav. My aunt, Dr. Nazneen Madas, who received the same award from Washington University several years ago, not only drew me into social work, but really was the impetus for my work, who encouraged me, who pushed me, even when I didn't know I needed to be pushed. And I think she would have been very proud. My colleagues, as I mentioned to you earlier, Dean Lois Pierce and Dr. Joel Glassman, director of the Center for International Studies, were amazing supports, and without them, I really couldn't have done any of the international work that I've done.